Derek Zora put up an Instagram post. I'm sure you've seen it. Thank you. Just
Yeah.
But when he spoke to, I know he spoke to Coogan, he said to all promoters.
Yeah.
When you saw that, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen that, if they haven't, we saw put it up in this video. What did you make of?
Well, the fact that I go to dinner with Derek Chisora and we have a right laugh all the time, I never take anything he says seriously.
Okay.
I mean, I've bent over backwards for him on this week after he moaned a bit about, not being a main event, to give him the workout at the end. He weighed in at the end today. I think promoters are two-faced. I mean, how can you say they're not? I'm trying to duck and dive, get him to take that fight, I don't lie to people, but at the same time, we're ducking and diving. You're telling him, good luck, mate, good luck, and then you're going over there going, good luck, son, I hope you do it, So, yeah. Am I two-faced as an individual? No, but as a boxing promoter, I think it's impossible not to be. So, we're straight as they come, we pay everyone on time, we don't tell any lies, but we probably do duck and dive in a way that Mr. Chisora might perceive us to be two-faced. I think that the work that myself and Derek have done together has been unbelievable for his career, and David Hay's done a great job as well, by the way. And without David Hay, I might have been chinned by now, but we've always been straight with Derek, and we're straight with every fighter. And unlike other promoters, we pay you on time. On time. The money's in the bank, mate. Too many of these promoters right now don't have the money to pay you. They're doing shows where they don't have the money to pay you. They're just rolling the dice and hoping that it's a great show. The money don't come in, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're a different breed, so two-faced ducking and diving? Yeah, probably. 100% on it, straight, pay you every dime, on time, every time? 100%.
I want to ask you about, whilst you talk about social media, I'm sure you read what Chris Eubank Jr. wrote about you. You did an interview where you said who's sort of managing Chris Eubank Jr. and he sort of responded back to that.
Yeah,
you've seen the post.
I was frustrated. I'm not criticising the fight, and I'm not criticising Junior. It's a solid fight. It's a tough fight, but I'm frustrated because he was supposed to fight 3 times this year, right? He hasn't been injured, so he's boxed in February and December. I just want him to fight Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, be involved in those big domestic fights, and I think he might get beat by Korobov. And he'll spunk it all up the wall, and we'll be left without those fights that I really wanted. But if you try and make sense of their situation, you will be there all year trying to work it out. So for me, it was just one of those where it's like, could have made a lot more money fighting for the world title in a huge domestic fight. But please don't get beat. But again, it's a decent fight against a style that's terrible for him. When he said about, you made Joshua Ruiz. By the way, when I made Joshua Ruiz, do you know how much stick I got for that fight? Yeah. Saying that it was a joke and Ruiz shouldn't be in the same ring as him, and this is a terrible mismatch and blah blah blah. Then he wins and he's Hulk Hogan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
God, I can't believe you put him in with Ruiz, but the same guy you just said Joshua's going to destroy in 3 rounds. So you can never get it right, but I hope he wins.
You just mentioned it there where you've said that you pay your fighters on time. There's a few things in America that have been sort of bounded about, especially with PBC fighters, where the persons come out and it's such a figure, but they get paid a lot more. I don't know how that works, or what can you enlighten us?
I mean, sometimes there's revenue. I mean, particularly this applies to foreign fighters.
Okay.
So, again, what you disclose to the commission can be a net fee, can be minus your manager and expenses and etc. The main difference you'll see and the variation is for international fighters. So for example, your deal might be you're getting 100 grand plus US TV or UK TV. The UK TV element might be a pay-per-view element, might be 200, might be $1 million. So you put the proportion of the fee that comes in might be for the bout money for the US. It doesn't include the commercial revenues coming from around the world. So sometimes you'll see I always see fans, like we've done it before, where we might, you've got the Sky money, etc., and a fight. Oh my God, Eddie Hearn's letting this guy fight for like $30,000. So I've seen the stuff about PBC fighters getting paid on the side. I don't really understand it. Again, it's up to the fighter and their management team, essentially, what figure they put down for the bout agreement. Is there other revenue coming in from the PBC? Yeah, quite possibly. Commercial deals, signing on bonuses, they're all things that are exempt from the bout agreement.
Just final 2 questions. Dillian Whyte, the whole WBC situation, it seems like the WBC are saying that obviously if he can clear his name in regards to the whole UCAD situation, that a fight with the WBC champion will probably be happening in February 2021. So talk to me about that situation.
Well, he's cleared his name. I mean, he's had a hearing. He's been cleared to fight. He's not banned. He's not suspended. He can fight today, tomorrow, December. So I think the WBC have got it round the wrong way. They've already put out a resolution that Dillian Whyte will fight the winner of Fury Wilder 2. Now they've got to wait another year. Shouldn't it be, if you're found guilty of something, we will change this ruling? Right now, there's nothing. There's nothing to say. This is why UCAD need to hurry up and give everybody the news, because it's affecting his career. Like I said, he can fight, but everyone's going to be talking about it, asking questions. But all I can tell you is he was cleared to fight at a hearing, and he's not suspended. So he can fight now.
Would you go down another route, like the WBO route, if it's taking too long?
But the problem is whenever he's mandatory, they're just going to make him franchise champion.
Okay.
So you're kind of wasting your time anyway. It's really frustrating, but what can you do?
Final question. I know you've done a lot of work with Sky Sports when it comes to international fights, so they normally, you've said in interviews before that they've asked you about a fight, you've said, you know what, go and get that fight. Have they asked you about the Canelo Kovalev fight?
Yeah, there's been some, you can't have everything.
Yes.
There's not like this endless pot of money where you're just continuously buying fights. And I want, like, whether you believe me or not, I want fans to get the best schedule with the broadcasters that I work with. So my advice is to get Canelo Kovalev, right? But they did also buy Golovkin, Derevyanchenko. Don't forget they bought all our US shows as well. So they just had Usyk, they bought Golovkin over the top. They just bought Wilder, Ortiz as well. It's not a case of just buy. But we'll see what happens.
There's still time.
There's still time. I would love them to get it because I think it's a brilliant fight. And right now, the schedules on Sky Sports Boxing and DAZN are just on another level. If you add Canelo Kovalev to our Manchester show next week, that is a brilliant night of boxing. And Sky, I'm with the Sky family, so I want Sky to have the best output, the best schedule. I'm proud of that schedule, so I want them to buy Canelo Kovalev, and if I can help them do it, I will. So we'll see.
Sorry, I know that was the final question, but you just spoke about the Manchester show that Joshua Bratson put up a tweet today saying he's not going to be able to fight. Just give me
viral infection, I believe. Unlucky for Josh. He's a complete perfectionist, So he won't fight unless he's 100%, and he won't be because he had 2 weeks where he was very ill, and he just couldn't complete his training, couldn't make the weight safely. This is a tough enough game when you're 100%. So he'll get that fight rescheduled. Martin Bakole will step in now in a 10-round heavyweight fight. We'll announce his opponent hopefully tomorrow or tonight, and it'll be a proper fight.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
I appreciate that. Thank you.